Hi everybody, welcome back to the Drunken Bull Ranch. I'm Reed. So, I wanted to show you this. Behind me is our wellhead, and as you can see, one of our wonderful animals decided to use this guy for an itching post, and they broke a few things. Anyway, so I recently discovered this, and not that our water shut off or anything like that, but obviously that is a significant issue, as one, we could end up without drinking water, and two, one of the animals could very well electrocute themselves or something like that right there. So we're gonna fix this guy. Anyway, I'm gonna say that I'm putting it together with things that I've got, so bear with me. Usually electrical conduit would be gray, as you can see right there, but I don't have any of that up here at the moment. Let me set that camera right there, maybe. And so if I can get this camera to work with me, guys, sorry. So what I'm going to use as a temporary fix is just some regular white PVC. Anyway, let me get this apart and see what we can do about fixing it. So I have an electrical tester. I shut the breaker off and it is dead. So we're good to go. So we're gonna start, because this is a 4-wire system, okay? So I'm going to start by taking the wire nuts off. And this is pretty corroded, so hopefully they'll come off. Maybe not. Oh, that one's gonna come off. Honestly, I don't know how long it's been like this, but it needs to be repaired before something bad happens. Okay. Off there. Okay, so we can get that piece off. And we're gonna take this off. Oh, hey, there was a wasp nest in there. Now the other thing that I noticed is there should be set screws here, and there are no set screws. So they're probably lost in the dirt here somewhere. But I gotta get that piece out. That could be funner than I think it's gonna be. That is gonna be funner. Come on. Okay, I might have to go about this part differently, so give me just a minute. Okay, so I went over to the shed, grabbed a pipe wrench, got it out, put in a new one. So we'll go from there. So now I've got to get this guy off. So I got to be careful not to cut my wires. And yes, I am monitoring the kid. Oh, come on. Okay, so not the cleanest cut in the world, but it'll work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am actually checking my wires to make sure that I didn't nick them. I'm going to extend this up a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this guy off. Like I said, I'm just kind of using what I got. Because I really don't need to lose water at some random point. Because this is the water to the house and for filling the water troughs and everything. So yeah, it would make for kind of a crappy day if that quits running. Okay, and I am actually using sprinkler pipe glue because that's what I got right now, and I didn't have time to run down and get the correct stuff. Generally speaking, I would tell you that you want to put glue on both sides, but where this is a temporary fix, I'm not too worried about it. I did have one of these boxes. For some reason they always have this side thing, or the port on the side. I don't know why. Oh, that's the wrong head. Or at least the ones that I've got do. And looking at the old one, it had it too. I assume it's probably because that's what the hardware store up here carries. So we'll get the screws out of this guy. We're gonna stick the wires back in here. Okay. All I'm gonna do is put some glue on this part. Okay. I always recommend rubber gloves when you're doing this because it's nasty crap. Okay. Now you can see there's plenty of play in that. So what I got to figure out is how much I need between the two. I can get these wires to feed back through here. Come on. Oh, I don't like that. Let me take this guy back out. I got it in there pretty good. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I went and grabbed some electrical tape, just taped the end, and it slid through. Now, this is an 1.25 inch fitting. This is a 1 inch fitting. So I got to put a reducer bushing in, and then I can put my piece of 1 inch in there. And like I said, I'm just kind of getting this together so that we don't have a problem. When I can get the right stuff, I will do it correctly. Okay, so now I need the tape measure. Basically, if I have a 2 3/4 inch piece, it will go between there and there. We're going to be in good shape. So, that right there. It's not an exact science, but close enough. Okay. So what I'm going to do, pull this back off, slide this up on here, and to answer all of your questions, no, I'm not an electrician, but I can fix this. Okay. Well, this is not quite where I wanted it, but it's pretty close. Okay, so now all that's left is wire this back together, put the cap on. Yes, it looks like a mess, and it is, but like I said, in the event that something stupid happened, we wouldn't have had water, and getting an electrician out here is going to take a few days. Not that I think I need an electrician to do this, but I do need the correct parts. And I'm sorry, the monitor keeps going off. Let me turn this guy down. Okay, so now as you can see, I have plenty of wire here. So, just gonna clean this up a bit. So we have fresh connections. Partly because I don't know if you guys can see it, but these wires are a little corroded. Okay. My pocket I've got some wire nuts. This is actually pretty simple. You're basically just matching colors. Except for the white goes to the yellow and then red to red. And it's just the colors that came with the wire. But this is a 240 volt pump, so it has 4 leads. Put that other wire nut right there. Okay, now I'm just gonna shove it all back in there, basically. We'll put the watertight cover back on. Oh, got some grass. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about it getting shorted out by snow or rain. But as I said, this is not a permanent fix. It's, if nothing else, just very kind of temporary, just so that we don't have a problem until the right stuff can be purchased to do the repair. So, as always, support your local farmers. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk at you later.